I'm Deepak Chopra. You're watching One World with Deepak Chopra today, coming to you from Sirius XM Satellite Radio in New York City. And my very special guest today is Mike D, MC and drummer of the Beastie Boys. So it's a pleasure to have you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, it's great.
It's a cold day out on the streets
Yes.
here in New York City.
Yeah, but to
It's warmer
yogis,
here.
to yogis, it doesn't matter, right? We regulate our own body temperature.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to help me with that later because it's
You
an
just
issue for
have to
me.
imagine a big flame in your rectum.
Well, I don't have to imagine.
Your-
Sorry for the off-color. See, I came in early, came in hot with the off-color remarks.
You can only
already.
make those with musicians. So I'd love to know, and I'm sure a lot of our listeners would love to know, or people watching us, how did the Beastie Boys originate? What was the germination? How did it start?
You know, we were kids from here, from New York City. Okay, I grew up here on the Upper West Side. My two future bandmates actually didn't grow up near me, but how we got to know each other was going to see music. So I was going out to see bands and going out to clubs at really a very young age. But in New York, it was a very different time then. I mean, I'm talking sort of early 80s, right? And it was an incredibly exciting time to go see and hear music, live music here in New York City. So, you know, eventually it was a very small scene of us. Yeah, and there was, you know, you'd go and there'd be maybe, I don't know, say 40 people in the entire club, and 2 or 4 others of them would actually be teenagers. The rest would be, you know, grown people. When you're a teenager, you know, you don't really interact so much with grown-ups socially. So I was a very shy teenager, but eventually, finally, I started to talk to like these other kids that like kind of looked different from everybody else. And we'd see each other at these shows and we became best friends, because in school for me, I was always, like, music was totally my passion. It was my life. You know, yeah, so sure I was in school, but really where my mind, where my heart, where my focus was music.
So you met these 2 kids and you started a punk band?
Yeah, well, we met and then we started to go to shows all the time and we loved that. And then, you know, it was a funny time because it was kind of like the logical, if you listen to music a lot, it was only logical that you would start to play music. You know, not that we knew how to do it, not that we were trained, but it just, the music itself, because we were really fueled by and inspired by kind of like, I guess, punk rock and then post-punk. And so it was like this whole thing of where it was like the energy was more important than the process, I guess.